And so the basis of Daily Wire was you go in with this really strong marketing strategy. Again, the main philosophy was be hard-hitting, be openly conservative.
We don't try to pretend that we're objective. We're not objective. We're not objective. I'm dishonest in what I do.
Well, oh, Candace is not accepting. We need to be more accepting of the people. She's got something wrong with the eyes, a little crazy in the eyes. I don't know. I just don't want to be friends with her.
Looks like she's unstable.
Slam cat. Hello? Candace Owens works at the Daily Liar, where she dispenses misinformation, conspiracy theories, and general bullshittery. Being a millionaire herself and married to a man worth many times herself, she's a mega rich human who wants you to believe things like
Democracy is an illusion. It is just an illusion.
what's it like living in China, where you're free from the burden of democracy? Of course you do. This is Candace Owens, and I'm trying to start a trend, so from now on I'll be affectionately calling her
C-word.
Did you have a good weekend? Are you having a good day? Or did you have a horribly toxic weekend because you went on the internet and the internet has become, honestly, just a cesspool of
conspiracy?
I realized that the internet
is just an incredibly toxic place.
C-word must think her audience are thumb-sucking toddlers. If she thinks her audience are that dumb and young, surely they wouldn't be capable of getting a Daily Tire website to even listen to her show.
And so what I try to do throughout the weekend is just stay off of my phone. I try not to open my Instagram app or my Twitter app because there's always something going on in the world that requires my immediate attention. And if I don't answer, if I don't immediately respond,
The world will stop spinning.
to whatever it is, whatever hashtag it is that's trending, whatever topics that's trending, then I'm, of course, accused of
Violence.
Prove it.
because the internet believes that silence is violence. They don't think it's actually plausible. And maybe I'm just at the park with my son. Maybe I'm just feeding my infant. But no, it's gotta be some
Conspiracy.
if Candace Owens is not commenting on any scenario, no matter what the scenario is.
Notice how the simpleton shows upset at people creating a conspiracy around her innocent actions.
And then?
Watch the same simpleton create conspiracy theories about others and completely ignore the possibility it could be as innocent as her at the park with a spawn.
President Zelenskyy and what's happening in Ukraine. He believes Ukraine has a right to defend itself against Russia. I believe that it's all part of a
Money laundering operation.
That's insane. Clearly, they have black budgets. We don't know where the money's going to.
Probably to our politicians.
You don't know where the money's going, but before you inhale, you speculate anyway. The military have black budgets, so important information can't be found and used by the enemy.
Dum dum.
They're not serving in government. They're not serving at all in government.
These are crooks.
Prove it.
I believe that there is a pedophilia ring, and I believe that Hollywood perpetuates it.
There are too many healthy individuals like Bob Saget,
Perpetuates.
who we know have received their vaccinations, who are dropping dead,
Perpetuate.
suddenly and unexpectedly with no further explanation.
Perpetuates.
Bob Saget died from the result of a head trauma.
It was a joke!
Toxic conspiracy.
Whew, let me take a deep breath here because I think that there is probably no
Conspiracy.
that upsets me more than this one.
Why?
First and foremost, because I have never switched up no matter what organization I worked for. My ideas have remained the same.
Bullshit!
And if I can go from someone who thought that they were on the
Left.
to someone who is, I think, more centrist and more
Conservative.
in a matter of
365 days.
then it's
A great reason to think you're a grifter. Politically, you are on the left and you move to the right, and you truly believe
My ideas have remained the same.
I don't really care how you feel about that. I don't agree with every single thing that I say. When I look back 4 years, I go, you know what? I have a different perspective on this.
how ironic.
We need to discriminate.
I discriminate all the time, every single day. And this morning, I just jotted down a few examples of when I discriminate. And I'm going to share them with you so that you can feel comfortable sharing your list with your friends.
If you don't like him anymore and never want to see him again.
There are small discriminations. You discriminate when you choose a restaurant. They know that. That's why they built Yelp.
Wrong.
People put up their photos. I go, that doesn't look good. I don't want to eat here. Restaurant looks a little dirty. I don't like the lighting in here. I don't want to eat here.
I discriminate.
Don't be an idiot.
C-Word knows full well if the restaurant looks dirty, then it's reasonable to choose to eat elsewhere. The grifter needs to conflate discernment and discrimination because once you've confused fair with unfair, then you ignore her blatant
Bigotry?
I definitely discriminate against
Men that paint their nails.
and wear dresses. I don't really care how you feel about that. When you see a guy who looks like a freak, I'm going to go, that looks weird. You can wear your dress and you can
Paint your nails.
but I'd prefer you keeping 100 feet away from a playground and all of the feet away from my children and me. If I see you, I'm going to cross the street if I'm with my kids.
What kind of sick mind operates like that?
My mom wanted a girl, so she used to dress me in girly clothing.
Just became a habit.
So C-Word being against men painting nails and wearing dresses would never support Johnny Depp.
Unless I'm fucking wrong.
Good for Johnny Depp. He deserved it. Good for Johnny Depp.
You know when you said,
I definitely discriminate against
Men that paint their nails.
aka Johnny Depp, who you support, even though you also said,
he looks like a freak, I'm going to go, that looks weird, and you can
Paint your nails.
if I see you, I'm going to cross the street if I'm with my kids.
Good for Johnny Depp. He deserved it.
but how can anyone trust your opinion that someone else probably told you to say when you said you would treat him unfairly because he paints his nails?
Gotcha.
I discriminate when I hire,
I think that's probably illegal,
You broke the law?
but who doesn't discriminate when they hire?
That wouldn't even make sense.
Why do we even have law?
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know.
You're a fucking idiot. You know that?
Dear celebrities, I'm sorry to be the one to have to break this to you, but we do not care, not in the slightest particle of an imaginary thing, what you think.
Kick Candace Owens in her stinky pussy.
You may have actually come to believe that we care what you think, but you're wrong. Nobody cares what you think.
Nobody.
Cares what you think.
I don't know if it stinks, but I imagine it does.
And this can only go on because we're being robbed blindly by our own government.
How's she ever going to manage with hundreds of millions of dollars?
Go fuck yourselves.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Notification bell.
Share it, just